So now let's move on to discuss about mechanical sensors. Usually mechanical sensors, we're talking about strain gauge and what are strain gauge and what is strain. So we need to define and the strain first. So when there's a mechanical element, and let's say you pull this element with a force, then it's likely to elongate. So it'll elongate based on original length of air, the change as a delta air, then the fractional changes in length. So it's unitless, and that's defined as a strain. You can see a strain as epsilon equals delta L over L sub 0. Okay, so the device to measure strain of an object is called strain gauge. And how we can use this? So let me first show how strain gauge looks like. So this is on a thin film. These are resistance elements like that. And usually in this case measures this ups and down the strains. And deformation of this object gives a substrate deformation, and that results in changes in electrical resistance. And you can convert that resistance change into the strain. So let me give you an example. Pressure sensors. So you like music and guitar, like electric guitar. These piezo electric, not piezo, it's a strain gauge. It's used here to detect and amplify and converting this sound into an electrical signal. And the mechanism is pretty simple. You see these actual ones into a cartoon, then strain sensitive pattern, in this case, you see this directional change. So that's more like this directional strain we are measuring. So when there's a, let's say tension, then it elongates. So then the cross-sectional area narrows down. That means electrical resistance goes up. While compression case, that area becomes thickened, and so the resistance will goes down. So this very simple principle is being used for measuring strain, and that can be measured for, in this case, the pressure changes. So piezoelectric sensor is another. That piezo means press and squeeze, which will generate piezoelectricity. So microphones, electric guitar, traffic sensor, even automated blood pressure machines uses piezo. Sorry, I have to correct it. This guitar ones are actually piezoelectric sensor, which measures this pressure and directly convert into the voltage. And so that is a piezo. You see this, this pressure, mechanical pressure can induce a voltage change. In fact, this piezo can be used in reverse, which means you give a voltage to apply to piezo and the piezo will deform. In fact, my PhD thesis, I use a piezo, a linear piezo. I give certain voltage to make a piezo to displace in tens of nanometer range, a very precise and small displacement. I actually use this one, and people have used it for very fine, like nanometer or micrometer ranges of displacement. Precise one, you can use this piezoelectric sensor or actuators. So next time we will discuss about electric sensor and optical sensor. And